Today is Monday the 13th, okay, of July. And just a reminder that as of August 10th, we'll be finishing Eruvin. After August 10th, start Eruvin, okay? So we're making some progress, and the current discussion in the Gemara is sort of going to lead us in that direction too. Okay. All right. We are on 129A, correct?
Yep.
And we got about a number of lines down the page, I would say. About 12 lines down the page, dealing with issues of birth, okay? And when it was permitted to be Mechalel Shabbos for the assisting a woman to give birth. And there was a discussion based on the fact, I told you everyone would be here, right? That when the womb opened up, okay, then there were different ways of learning that. Mar Zutra had one way, okay, Rabbi Yehuda, okay? So that's where we're picking up, about 12 lines down from the top of Amud 129A, Kuf Tet. Meimatai Patichat HaKever, when is the opening of the womb? Amar Abai, Misha'ash Teshev al HaMishber, at the time that she sits on the, what we'll call the birthing chair, okay? Rav Huna Beret Yoshua Amar, he says, Misha'a Shahadam Shotet V'yored, time that the blood begins to drip and comes out. Va'amrela, and others say, Misha'a Shechavroteha No'osot Ata Ba'agafeha, at the time that she can no longer walk and other lady friends have to hold her arms to help her move, to help her get along. Ad matai ptichat hakever, if after that point, the closing of the womb, okay, how long is it open? How long do we consider, let's put it this way, that the womb is open and therefore permissible to be Mechalel Shabbos, okay? Amar Abaye, Shlosha Yamim, 3 days, says Abaye. Rava Amar, Mishmei the Rav Yehuda, Rav in the name of Rav Yehuda, Shiv'ah, 7 days. Va'amrela Shloshim, and some say 30 days. Okay, and the Gemara continues. Amrei Nehardai, the scholars of Nehardaya say as follows: Chaya, if a woman is giving birth, Shlosha, Shiva, Ushloshim.
Rabbi?
Yes, Bob.
Okay, one question. Of what significance is it when the womb closes? Why is there a mention?
Because the mention being when it closes, then you cannot be Mechalel Shabbos for it. Okay. Even if she says she needs it, that may be that's the essential question.
I see.
Certainly, if she doesn't need it, you wouldn't be Mechalel. But if she claims she may need it, and the womb is closed, is that then inappropriate to be Mechalel Shabbos?
Got it. Thank you.
Okay. So Amrei Nehardai, the scholars of Nehardaya are saying that when a woman gives birth, there are 3 stages, so to speak. Shloshia, 3, Shava, 7, V'shloshim, and 30. Shlosha, 3, Bein Amra Tzricha Ani, Uvein Amra Lo Tzricha Ani, Mechalalin Aleha Et Shabbat. Whether she says she needs it or she doesn't need it for the first 3 days of giving birth, all right, or in birth process, right? We're able to put aside Shabbat, the Mechalel Shabbat. Sheva, 7. Amrat Tzricha Ani, if she says I need it. Mechalalina Lehat Shabbat. We do desecrate the Sabbath. Amra Lo Tzricha Ani, if she says we don't, she does not need it. Ein Mechalaleha Et Shabbat. We don't desecrate the Sabbath on her behalf. Shloshim, 30 days. Afilu amra tzricha ani, even if she says I need it. Ein mechalalina leha et Shabbat. Okay, we do not desecrate the Shabbat. Aval osin al yedei arma'i. Okay, but we allow items to be done by a Gentile. Kidarav Ola. Okay, as Ula, Bered the Rav Eli says, the Amar Kol Tzorchei Chola, any needs of somebody who is ill, Ne'esin al Yedei Armai, are to be done by a Gentile b'Shabbat, on Shabbat. Ukidarav Himnuna, and as Rav Himnuna, the Amar Rav Himnuna says, Davar she'ein bo sakana, something that is not a danger of death. Omer lenachriva ose. One says in that situation, tell the non-Jew, and they should perform it. Okay.
Rabbi,
yeah.
In the first instance, we were talking about the womb being opened, that being the determining factor. Now it seems as though we're just counting days from birth. Which is it, or are they both related?
They are related in the sense that one recognizes that even after we'll call it the active birth has taken place, a woman's physical status is weak, like a chola, and could be potential of sakana, and therefore has to be addressed. Okay? Remember, we're talking about a time when there was certainly a significant amount of deaths on the part of the woman in the course of childbirth.
Right. Okay? So even if we determine that the womb closed 3 days after, then up to 7 days or 30 days, there may be leniency to...
Exactly. Especially as you see the Nahardeya view.
Right.
Okay? Right. Now, one might then argue, well, in the Nahardeya, the women were more istinous, more sensitive, or more whatever, but we're not go into that kind of direction at this point. Okay? Excuse me. Amar Rav Yehuda Amar Shmuel, Lechaya Shloshim Yom. Okay? Rav Yehuda in the name of Shmuel, let's say, and remember Shmuel was professionally considered a doctor himself. For a woman giving birth, it's 30 days. Lamai Hilchata, for what purpose is that law? Amrei Nahadaya Litvila. The Nahardeans say that refers to when she may go to mikvah, okay, and have immersion after having given birth. Okay? Remember, if she had a boy at a certain time, had a girl, different times. Amar Rabba, says Rabba. Lo amran ela she'ein ba'ala ima. This implies if her husband is not, well, directly I would translate it as with her, but in other words, is not available around. In other words, if the husband had gone, let's say, on a business trip, it's different. Aval ba'ala ima. Why? But if the husband his presence is there, ba'ala mechamama. The husband can warm her up. In other words, in bed, of course. Kiha debarte de Rav Chista. Like that situation, regarding the daughter of Rav Chisda, which happened, Tavla bego tlatin yomi, who immersed herself during 30 days. In other words, she did not wait till the 30 days finished. Okay, Shelo bifnei ba'ala, and she did so not at a time when her husband was present. Ve'itz taneit, and she caught cold. Okay, and what happened? V'amtuye la'arsa. Okay, and then they had to transport her funeral bier. Batre the Rava la Pompadida, after her, okay, to Rava, okay, in Pompadita. Okay? So in other words, she became sick and died, okay, in a certain time. Amar Rav Yehuda, Amar Shmuel. So he says, Rav Yehuda in the name of Shmuel again, a different suggestion to warm her. Osin medura l'chaya b'Shabbat, that we can even build a small fire for a woman who has given birth on Shabbat. Particularly, and the Gemara in parentheses, b'yamot shamim, particularly in the winter months, right? Savor mina l'chaya in l'chol lo. Does this seem to imply, his logic is that for a woman giving birth, yes, it's permitted, but somebody who is ill, no, we shouldn't do that. B'yamot geshamim in b'yamot chama lo, that during the winter months, yes, but during the summer months, no. Velohi, as the Gemara says, that's not the case. Lishna, lo shna, there's no difference. Chaya, with regards to the woman giving birth, velo shna chola, and no difference to somebody who is significantly ill. Lo shna b'yamot hagshamim. There's no difference if it's in the winter months, the rainy season, velo shna b'yamot hachama, and no difference if it's in the summer months, right? Mida itma, because as it was said, Amar Rav Chia bar Avin, Amar Shmuel, it says as follows, Hekiz dam. Okay? Now, we're going to get into a number of examples as we continue with the Gemara. Rav Chia bar Avin Amar Shmuel, that he is citing Shmuel, remember again, who was a physician. And now, just to tie it in, we're dealing with bloodletting, okay? You know, the fact that they used to do that on a regular basis as what they considered was a medicinal purpose for various ailments, among which was high blood pressure, okay? Vinitz tanein, and somebody had went to bloodletting and then caught cold. Osin lo medura, afilu b'tkfat Tammuz, that one could make a fire for that person even in the time period of Tammuz. In other words, even in the late summer, early fall. Shmuel, okay, salchole tachteka deshaga. And Shmuel, in this case, okay, he actually indicated that it was in a situation, okay, that they actually chopped furniture, okay, an arm of a chair, okay, for that purpose, right? Rav Yehuda, Salchu le Patura Diona, okay, and for Rav Yehuda, they actually chopped wood from some sort of a bench. The Rava, Salchule Sharshifa. And for Rava, after his bloodletting, they chopped wood again from another kind of piece of furniture. V'amar le Abai, and Abai says the Rava, V'haka avad mar, mishum bal tashchit. Okay, isn't that a situation then that you're going to be over on the obligation of bal tashchit? All right. One time they chopped from a table, another time from a chair, another time from a bench. Okay. Amale, and his response was, Bal tashchit the gufai adifli. Okay. That there not be any harm done to my body, that is preferred. Okay. In other words, that is the important issue, not the issue of destroying the furniture, because one was a chair made of special wood, and another was a table made out of ebony, and so on and forth and so forth. Okay. Amar Rav Yehuda, Amar Rav, he says, La'alam yimkor adam korod beito, that a man, says Rav Yehuda, in the name of Rav, should be, I'm going to say, prepared to sell the beams of his house. Vayikach mina'alayim meraglav. In other words, that health is so important, okay, as we understand, particularly in our situation today, that he should be willing to sell a beam from his house to be able to acquire a pair of shoes. He keys down in a situation where there's been bloodletting, ve'en lo ma yochal, and he doesn't have anything to eat after having the bloodletting. And think of, for example, if we have ever donated blood, okay, ourselves, even that comparison that they encourage you to eat and drink certain things. Yimkor mina alayim sheberaglav, v'yaspik mehen sorchet seuda. That he should even then be willing to sell the shoes in order to get adequate food in that situation. So what do we mean then as the appropriate food after bloodletting? Rav Amar Basar. According to Rav, he should have meat, okay, to replace the blood loss. Shmuel Amar Yayin. And Shmuel says he should drink wine. Okay. Why are those two examples? Rav Amar Basar. Rav says having meat, nafsha chalaf nafsha, because the soul, okay, replaces the soul, or the life essence replaces the life essence. Shmuel Amar Yayin Sumka Chalaf Sumka. Shmuel says wine, because the red replaces the red. Okay, the red in the blood, okay, things like that. All right, we're going to pick up now in a whole section of the Gemara that starts off with a mnemonic device and really deals with a number of examples, since they mention bloodletting. And as I said, it was a common practice on a regular basis there at the time of the rabbis. A whole number of examples and issues dealing with this practice, whether it is when it should be done, how frequently it should be done, what's the response after one has it done, so on and so forth. Okay? So again, I kept thinking we could apply it in some ways to examples of donating blood. Okay, there were stories I remember of poor people in New York, that was a way that they got money, but they would go once a month to donate blood. Okay, Siman Shenimsar, that's the mnemonic device, right? Stood for certain examples of sparingly, wind, taste, and waiting. Okay. Now, the following. Shmuel biyom da'avad milta. Shmuel, on the day that he did this deed, this act, okay? All right, and what we're referring to here, of course, is bloodletting, right? What did he do? Right? Avdela tavshila demachle. He would have made for himself a meal of pieces of spleen. Right? Rabbi Yochanan shate ad denafik tihave meone. And Rabbi Yochanan would drink until liquid actually came out of the incision from the bloodletting. V'Rav Nachman shate ad dekape tachle. He would drink until his spleen was sort of floating. Okay, right? That would be another, right? Till he was quite Rav Yosef shate ad nafik merivta, and Rav Yosef would drink until the odor, okay, merivta the kusilta, okay, that the scent, okay, one would drink until the odor came out of his ears. Rav Nachman would drink until, as I said, his spleen would float. Rav Yosef would drink ad nafke merivda de kusilta, until it came out of the puncture wound, out of the place where the bloodletting was cut. Rav Mahader achamra bar talta tarfe. Okay, that the Rava would go back and he would get a particular kind of wine, right, from 3 years, okay, of foliage, right? So he wanted a more aged wine. Marla ho Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak Rabbanan. So Rav Yitzchak says to the rabbis, b'motota minaychu, okay, b'yom dahakaza, right? That he said, basically, I beg of you, gentlemen, on the day that I go for my bloodletting, amrula betaichu, say to your wives, Nachman ikla legaban, that Nachman is coming to visit us. V'kulhu ha'aromai asire. Okay? In other words, as if the women would then prepare a better meal, and therefore that would help after his bloodletting. And then the Gemara raises this question, okay, but don't we usually say that any kind of trickery is forbidden? And the Gemara answers, bar mehai arama deshari, with the exception of this kind of trickery that's permitted. Okay, man da'avid milta, v'lo efshar lishkol zuzamaka. Okay, that the one who does the blood does this thing, has the bloodletting. Okay, and we say that he's not able, right, to basically take, right, this, I guess I would put it, put some sort of pressure on the wound, okay? What should he do? In other words, if he's not able to have a meal on his own, okay, or buy wine or food like him, what should he do? He should take a unminted coin, okay, a coin that's worn out, right? V'lizil l'shev chanuta, and he should go to 7 different stores, liquor stores, right? Implying that he was going to buy wine. Ad deta'im shi'ura v'yu'ata, ask to taste like a quarter cup of wine. Say he doesn't like it, right? Ve'ilo ilechol, right? In other words, and each time he would go to a different liquor store. No, I don't want it. Give me my money back. I don't want it. Give me my money back. All right, like that. And if he's not able to do that, ve'ilo licho, shav tamre ochmata. He should then go and eat 7 black dates, right? V'lishof mishcha b'tzid aye, and then he should rub oil on his forehead, v'gin nene, and he should lie down b'shimsha, lie in the sun. Okay. So the Gemara picks up and tells us, Avlat Ashkeche Shmuel. We have a person named Avlat who was a Gentile philosopher, scholar, things like that, who apparently a friend of Shmuel. Okay, Ashkeche Shmuel, and he found Shmuel the Gane b'Shimsha. He found him lying down or sleeping in the sun. Amarle, he said to him, Kakima dihudai, wise man of the Jews. Okay, in other words, what are you, Jewish sage? Okay, right, he says to him, Bisha mihave tava, something that's bad. Okay, in other words, lying there in the sun, mihave tava, is there any benefit to it? Amarle, he says to him, Yoma dehakazahu. Today was a day that I had my bloodletting. Okay, Velohi, but that really wasn't the case. Ela ika yoma da ma'ale ba shimsha b'kulei. Okay, but the Gemara tells us, but there is a day when the sun is beneficial, right? Right. Shata, Yoma de Nafla Beit Kfat Tammuz. Okay, it's the day in the summer of the summer solstice. Right, right. V'savar lo iglele, and the Shmuel did not want to reveal to him the true reason why he was sunbathing there on that day. Okay, again, a mnemonic device. Hikul baruch ta'ama shahasiman. Okay, again, in wind, taste, and the waiting, right? It's a siman. Again, more examples. Rav Shmuel da Amrei Travayim, the two of them said, Rav and Shmuel, Kol hamakil b'seudat hakazat dam, whoever is I was going to say makes light, but that's not the implication, doesn't deal seriously with the meal that is supposed to come after having bloodletting, Mekilin lo mizonotav min hashamayim. Then likewise, heaven is going to make light of things for him. In other words, if he doesn't have concern for his own health and welfare, why should heaven? Okay, interesting statement, right? Particularly applicable in these times, right? V'omrim hu al chayav lo chas ani achus alav. And that's why they say, if he has no compassion, concern for his own life, in heaven they say, shall I have compassion on him? Rav Ushmuel, the Amrei Travayu. Again, the two of them say, Hai man da avid milta. There was a certain person who had bloodletting, right? Lo letiv hecha da karich zika. Okay, he should not sit in a place where a strong wind blows around him. In other words, don't sit in a draft. Okay, right? Zika dilma shafe la umana. Okay, why? Because it could be that that whoever the umana, the worker who removes the blood, could have, right? Could have drained too much from him. Umakim le arviata. Okay, and the result would be it reduces him his strength. Va'ate zika, v'sha'if mine, and the wind will come, and it will blow on him, right? And what will happen? Va'ati lidei sakana, and the result will be that his life will be in danger. Okay? Shmuel hava ragil va'avid milta v'veta. Okay? Shmuel used to regularly have bloodletting done in his house. Okay, and in this house, the milta baveta, the shav levine va'aricha, and the house had, since they concerned about wind, was thick, 7.5 inch bricks thick. Yom echad, one day, avad, he had it done, va'argish benafshe, and he felt, okay, weak as a result afterwards, right? Badak, he checked, b'chaser chad aricha, okay, and he found out that for some reason, the area that he was in, that part of the room or the house, it was missing at least half a brick. Okay. Rav Shmuel da Amrei Travaihu, again, the two of them said, Hai man da Avid Milta, a certain person had this thing done, bloodletting, lit om mide v'hadar lipuk. Okay, that what should he do? Okay, he must eat something, okay, and then go out, right? The ilo ta'im mide, because if he doesn't taste something, eat something, ipaga b'shechva, if he were to wind up meeting a corpse, yarka ape, his face would turn green. Okay? In other words, he would get sick, vomit, etc. Ipaga b'man dekatau, and if he were to meet somebody who was killed, a dead body, nafsha mit, his own soul would escape. Okay? Ipaga b'davar acher, okay? And if he were to wind up going out and meeting a pig, kash, right? Kasher l'davar acher. It would be difficult because then he would be suspect of getting an illness. In this case, they're suggesting leprosy. Okay, top of the Amud. Rav Ushmuel again da Amrei Travayu. The two of them said, Hai man da Avid Milta, certain person that has bloodletting, right? Lishhe Purta. He should wait a little bit. In other words, don't get up right away. And again, the example that we stand from donating blood. Vahadar lakum, and then afterwards he may rise, right? Da Amar Mar, as the master said, Chamisha dvarim krovim lamita yoter min hachayim. There are 5 things in which a person comes closer to death, okay, or decreasing his strength than being vigorous, right? Depending how we want to translate it. Okay. What are they? The Eluhen, 1, achal va'amad. If he eats and then immediately gets up. 2nd, shata va'amad. If he drinks a lot and immediately gets up. 3rd, yashan va'amad. If sleeps and immediately gets up. Hikis dam va'amad. If he has bloodletting and immediately tries to get up. Shimei shmitato va'amad. Or has conjugal relations and then immediately tries to get up. Okay? Amar Shmuel. So Shmuel now is going to continue with a number of statements regarding this issue of bloodletting. Okay, Shmuel, Pirsa Dedama, the interval, I'm going to say, for bloodletting, Chol Tlaten Yomin, is every 30 days. In other words, it shouldn't be done more than once a month. Okay, Uben haprakim, and when one is between the middle part of their life, in other words, between the ages of 40 and 60, let's say, okay, yima'et, he should do it less frequently. Ubein haprakim, and then again, if his life expectancy goes even beyond that, at a more advanced stage, yachzor v'yima'et, he should do it even less. Va'amar Shmuel, okay, and Shmuel then says again, Pursa Dadama, okay, again, the time period, all right? When is it a good time? Chad b'shavta, once a week, he says, right, on the first day of the week. Arba'ah could be on the fourth day of the week. Uma'alei Shabta, or done on Erev Shabbos. Aval Sheni v'chamishi lo, but on the second and fifth days of the week, no. The Amar Mar, as the master says, Mi sheyesh lo zechut avot yakiz dam b'sheni v'chamishi. Okay, one who has the merit of ancestors may have blood drawn on Mondays and Thursdays. And why only in that situation? Shabeit din shel mala v'shel mata shavin ke'echad. Because the court on high in heaven also meets the same days as the human court. And if that's the situation, okay, by putting one's life a little bit in jeopardy on Mondays and Thursdays, it may mean that the heavenly court will not rule in his favor. Okay? So the Gemara asks, Batlata b'shabta, okay, mai tamalo, on the third day of the week, namely Tuesday, why not? Mai tamalo, what's the reason why not? Mishum dekaimale ma'adin bezuvi. Why? Because that is the day, says the Gemara, that Mars, right, rules on even-numbered hours of the day. Okay? Ma'alei Shabda nami kaima bezuze. Okay? But Erev Shabbos also, says the Gemara, okay, can have even-numbered hours. Right? Kevan dedashu be rabim shomer pitaim Hashem. Okay? But since many people are accustomed to have their bloodletting Erev Shabbos, okay, therefore we cite the verse that Hashem preserves the simple. Okay? Amar Shmuel. Okay? Shmuel gives another suggestion. Right? The following. Revi'i, the fourth day of the week, which is Wednesday. Dehu Revi'i, which is the fourth day, let's say, of the month. Revi'i Dehu Arbisar, or it's the fourth day, a Wednesday that's on the 14th of the month. Okay? Revi'i Dehu Esrim Va'arba'ah, or a Wednesday that's on the 24th day of the month. Okay? Revi'i Deleka Arba Batre, or a Wednesday that doesn't have 4 days following after it. Okay? Sakanta. Those are all dangerous situations. Right? They're dangerous in the sense that for having Hakazat Dam, Reish Rabbi, right? So next, what does he give another time? Rosh Chodesh, V'shen Lo Chulsha. Okay? That having it done on the first of the month or the second of the month is going to cause weakness. Shlishi Lo Sakana. Having it done on the third day of the month, okay, can cause greater harm. Ma'ale Yom Tava Chulsha. Having it done on the Erev of a Yontif is going to cause one to be weakness. Ma'ale Yoma Da'atzarta. If you have it done on Erev Shavuos, Sakanta. That could cause be more dangerous. Okay? Now, these were all situations, of course, where, remember, the issue was more involvement, more activity was expected, okay, on the holiday or a festival or things like that, okay? Because Ru Rabbanan Akulhu, and the rabbis made a decree on all these occasions, Ma'ale Yom Tava Mishum Yom Tava Da'atzeret. The rabbis made a decree prohibiting bloodletting on the eve of a holiday because of prohibition to have it done on the eve of Shavuot. Denafik be Zika Mishmai Tavuach. Okay? Why? Because the wind, okay, or a spirit, okay, was around. Some thought it was an evil spirit, okay, and its name is Tavuach, the Ilo Kablu Yisrael Torah, because had the Israelites not received the Torah, Havet Tavach Laho Bisraihu Ledamayu, okay, it would have killed them, all of their flesh and blood. A new piece. Amar Shmuel, says Mar Shmuel, Achal Chita Behikiz Dam, if one has had wheat in the morning, okay, and then has bloodletting, Lo Hikiz Ela Laota Chita, all that comes out is that amount as a result of the wheat, right? And then he says, Vahani Mili, okay, the refuah, okay, and that then means it's only a remedy. Aval ukule mekal. But if one wanted bloodletting to lessen the blood, to relieve any discomfort, a makiz, right? It doesn't do it to relieve discomfort. A makiz dam, okay, shtiya la'alter. One who has had bloodletting should drink immediately afterwards. Achila ad chatzi meal. But he should eat also enough to wait a short bit, okay, as if one were to walk a half a mile, so to speak, and then eat, okay? Ibayala. So they asked, right, the rabbis, Shtiyala alter, okay, if you're saying drinks immediately, ma'aleh is beneficial, aval batar hachi kashe, but after that, does it mean that it's bad, harmful? Okay, or dilma, perhaps lo kasha. Maybe it's not harmful. Velo ma'ale, but not beneficial. Teku. We have no answer. Ibaylahu. So again, they ask the question. Achila ad chatzi meal. Okay, to say that eating is beneficial only after waiting a little bit, right? Hu dikma'ale, do we say it's beneficial? Habatar hachi umekame hachi kashe, and does that mean that if it's after that or before that, it's going to be harmful? Or dilma lo kashe velo ma'ale, or perhaps it's not harmful and it's not beneficial? Teku. No clear answer. Machriz Rav. Okay, Rav now makes an announcement. Mea kare bezuza, mea reshe bezuza. Okay? Difficult understanding in this piece. He's saying 100 gourds for one zuz and 100 heads for one zuz. Mea sifme velo klum. And 100 lips, okay, are cheap, for nothing. Okay? What does this have to do with our study at this point? Let's see if Rav Yosef explains it. It says, Amar Rav Yosef, ki havinen be Rav Huna. When we were students in the academy of Rav Huna, Yoma de Mefagre be Rabbanan, there was a day in which the scholars sort of, let's say, were sluggish, were lax, okay? Amre Haidna Yoma Disafmehu. And people would say, today is a day of the lips. But I didn't, right? V'lo yadana ma'ika amre. And I didn't know exactly what they meant. Okay? The implication being that if one once really has had bloodletting, okay, it means the person is tired, is sluggish, is weak, okay, and therefore, right, there is, it has an physical impact on the person. And as a result, Rav was saying, in that situation, don't expect to have the energy to do business, or don't expect in the other story that even the scholars don't have the energy to give their normal lessons. Okay, let's go back now to our Mishnah. The Koshrin HaTabor, says the Mishnah. One is able to actually tie up the navel, okay, the umbilical cord. Okay, Tanu Rabbanan, says the Braita. Koshrin HaTabor, that the rabbis say we continue to tie up the umbilical cord, right? Rabbi Yossi Omer, Af Chodchin, B'tomnin HaShilya, Kadei Sheyechem Havlad. So as Rabbi Yossi, you can even not only cut it, but hide as well the afterbirth, the placenta. In other words, wrap it, insulate the placenta in order so that the newborn will be kept warm. Amar Rabbi Shimon ben Gamliel, Benot Melachim, Tomnot Besfalim Shel Shemen, that the daughters of princesses, of kings, would wrap the placenta in bowls of oil. Okay, Benot Ashirim, Sfugim Shel Tzemer, daughters of the wealthy would wrap the placenta in wool. Okay, and that would keep it, the cloth, wool fleeces. Benot Aniyim Bimuchan. Okay, and the poor, the daughters of the poor, would wrap it in soft rags. Amar Rav Nachman, Amar Rav Bar Avuha, Amar Rav. The name of Rav Halacha, Rabbi Yossi. The law is like that of Rabbi Yossi. Okay. V'amar Rav Nachman, Amar Rav Bar Avuha, again, Amar Rav Nanim. Modim Chachamim LeRabbi Yossi. The rabbis are willing to acknowledge the view of Rabbi Yossi. B'tabur shel shnei tinokot shechotchim. Okay, that even in a situation of twins, they could cut the umbilical cord. My tama, what's the reasoning? The mantache ahadade, that it's possible that one would pull away from the other, okay, and therefore that would cause, of course, a serious physical problem in that which would endanger their lives. V'amar Rav Nachman Amar Rav Bar Avuha Amar Rav again. Kol ha'amur b'parashat tochacha osim mechaya b'Shabbat. Anything that has been cited in the tochacha passage of the Torah, okay, is appropriate to be done for a woman that is giving birth on Shabbat. As it says, Shneimar, Umoladatayach b'yom holedet otach, lo karat sharcha, u'bamayim lo rachatzt, l'mash'ei v'hamelech lo himlach, v'hechetel lo hitlat. Okay, as for nativity and the day that was born, the navel was not cut, neither was the infant washed to cleanse it, nor was it salted nor swaddled. Okay, and Pasuk, the drashe of each section of that pasuk, Umaladetcha b'yom halad, the day born, mikam shemiyaldim et havlad b'Shabbat. From here we know that it's appropriate to help give birth on the Shabbat. Lo karat sharcha, that it wasn't cut. Mikan shechotchin hatabor b'Shabbat. From here that one can cut the umbilical cord on Shabbat. Ubamayim lo rachatztem lamashe, and that the wash wasn't cleansed. Right? Mikan sherochtzin havlad b'Shabbat. From here we wash down the newborn on Shabbat. V'hamelech lo himlacht, and the salt wasn't put on. Mikan shemolchin havlad b'Shabbat. From here that they can put salt on Shabbat on the newborn. Okay. And the child wasn't swaddled. Shemilfin havlad b'Shabbat. That we swaddle and wrap up the child tightly on Shabbat. Hadran alach mefanim. And here we finish this particular parak, and tomorrow we'll go on to the new parak Rabbi Eliezer, okay, which is going to deal with circumcision. Okay, so it continues the flow of the issue, not only in regards to Shabbat, what parts of circumcision can be done on Shabbat, what not, but also the underlying motif of birth and children. Right? Okay, everybody, have a good Shabbat. No, it's not Shabbat. Sorry, have a good day.
Okay, thank you. Be well.
Stay well.
Thank you. Thank you, Rabbi.